Hi there, lovely. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren and this is Scorpionic Readings, and today we are doing a general collective message. I went ahead and shuffled out some oracle off camera, so let me go ahead and reveal those now. Your first few are archetype cards. We have the King as well as the Vow. This King card was very persistent in coming out of the deck today. I shuffled a few times. This one came out the first time that I was shuffling. I put it back and it came out for your reading as well. So it really wanted to be known today. And with the Vow, there is significance greatly within the imagery of the hands. We see that either this King is the one who is reaching out to grasp opportunity, to grasp a partner, to support someone, or otherwise it is the one that is being held and supported. But we can also note that it is like equal parts, reciprocal energy. Not one can be holding on. Both have to be in some way committed and intentionally attaching themselves to a situation, accepting it, receiving it, or pursuing it. So it is equal parts for both parties are involved in this decision. You are the king in this situation. So let's see with additional oracle that have come out. We have idealism and seduction, which I notice are cards number 11 and 12, which is interesting. With idealism coming before seduction, I wonder if there is an attraction toward you at this time for being viewed as, the word that came to mind is like holy or perfect. Like you are viewed in an idealistic way at this time, which is what attracts the seduction, which is what attracts the attention to go ahead and make contact with whatever you're doing and your energy. Or otherwise, you are grasping for higher potential, higher risk with higher reward outcomes at this time, or situations at this time. I really do feel like we spoke of it being equal parts. So I think that that totally can tie in with, if you are approaching a similar energy, then that is approaching you back. That is what this message is. Now that I am making that connection, it really is that I think things are going to be coming together for you in this time. You are in tune, you are matched with the energy of what you would like. And this card, the Vow card, the dots we see up top there, it reminds me of the 8 of Pentacles card in the Lightseers Tarot deck. It has, I think it's like candles up above, but it has a similar archway of like circular imagery. So it kind of makes me feel like you've been practicing. You could be a master at this time, or you were approaching that territory. The King, yes, the King can represent mastery of the different energies of each suit in the tarot deck. So the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, each carry different mastery of a different aspect of life. So at this time, what you have been working on, you are strongly attracting it. You are very attractive toward it in this time, and therefore it is making its way toward you. It's equal parts. Both have put in the effort. Let's see what this could be with the tarot. We want to shuffle out messages. This one wanted to move the Death card. This really truly feels like a pivotal moment. This feels like a shift. I wonder, how has the collective experienced this? Have they been waiting a while for this? Wow, the Chariot. I wonder if this has felt like something you have needed to keep faith in, you have needed to maintain your hope for in order for it to come to you. Like it has been difficult to keep on track. It has been difficult to maintain that faith, but we see regardless that the support has been there. Let's see. How is the collective feeling at this time? This, I just got like, whew, because it does feel like, as I mentioned, the collective, I kind of included myself in this message. So like these messages are for me as well. I am part of the collective and it is resonating for me. I'm curious if it is resonating for you as well. We have the Magician, which is exactly what I've spoken of the mastery that you could be practicing, that you have demonstrated to this point. The Command, it seems like a king commanding here with the way he is pointing and commanding to the other side as well. the Four of Pentacles. Something has, you felt like what you've been working on has needed to be guarded for a while to this point. You felt like there was a need to prioritize the security, perhaps over, I said something about high risk, high reward. So you have struggled to come out of that consistency. You value consistency. You see how that has helped you and how it supports you, but you know, I think at this point that there are things to change. It is an active call and response. When you are attuned all the time, when you notice a shift in energy, then that is your call to response, your call to make some kind of change. And this really could be a call for you right now to step out of the energy of being too content almost, or too stuck in a certain box to where you were not thinking outside of it to come up with alternate solutions or ways to advance yourself further. We have the Lovers card, and I'm gonna pull one more as well. Interesting, the Knight of Cups. So this, again, feels like the attraction you're putting out. I do feel that this could be message of love coming in, with you being a strong archetype of the King, of the Magician, of having even the Eight of Pentacles that I was comparing this card to, which can be mastery in what you've been working on. And what you've been working on could simply be yourself, like getting your life in gear. That's kind of the vibes of the Four of Pentacles as well. You haven't necessarily been going for anything super dramatic. You've been trying to get small details in order. Let's see what else this is for the collective. What else is coming for the collective here? The Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning in your favor. That's a pretty obvious message. What else is there to that Wheel of Fortune here for the collective? Ace of Pentacles. This could be a money opportunity. I've kind of been beating around the bush and not mentioning the fact that today, August 8th, is the Lionsgate portal. So the energy is shifting. That's kind of undeniable, and that can be bringing in new fortune, new ideas, new opportunities to go grasp, specifically money opportunities. Judgment. If there is something you've been working on that has yet to be picked up, that has yet to be seen, I think that this is like, I feel like this is the moment, and that brings almost a sense of fear of, well, this judgment could go either way. This judgment could go that you've done great work, you're ready, or it could go that we need a little bit more time to get better, to get more specific, to put more pieces in place to set you up for success. But I do feel like this is like, you're passing the test, like you've made it, like you're going to be okay, you're going to pass the judgment test. Wow, the King of Pentacles. Absolutely, that feels very appropriate for passing a judgment test. The King was your first card, and we have the King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Whatever you've been doing is attracting a new money opportunity, as well as, for some of you, love. The Six of Pentacles, that is so strong. It's the reciprocal. It is the generosity. A king who practices goodwill and who would reach out and be generous to those who look up to them will bring more to them. The balance of the scales here that we see the king holding. It is equal parts. We've spoke about that a lot in your reading. Equal parts attracting something and equal parts pursuing it. Half passive work and half active work is bringing a lot of new abundance to you, and the encouragement here is to keep that cycle going. Reciprocal cycle, generosity and receiving, giving and receiving. Wow, the Two of Pentacles. This is so strong. This gives me like the balancing act that we're speaking of. Balancing the scales. Yes. Y'all, the Eight of Pentacles. This is, I feel like this reading is bringing out the most Pentacle energy that really I've ever experienced doing a collective reading on this channel. The Page of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles I mentioned, which is mastery of a craft. It is demonstrating your expertise. It is consistency in your practice, and therefore working toward achieving more abundance because of that work you've put in. And I think that the very work that has made a huge difference here is intellectually related. It is related to your mindset. Let's see. Ooh, this one wants to come out. But also practicality. And as creative as I want to be, as unique as these ideas are that I'm coming up with, you are also tying in aspects of how do I make this appealing to the actual the what I want to receive from it. You can put out something that totally represents you, that is so authentic, that you are proud of, but that doesn't always mean that it will be supported in a financial way and be picked up and received the way that you feel like the energy you put into it should be received. Not everyone is capable of receiving that. So you have considered the ways that it will be more palpable, I want to say, to a huge audience, to the collective. If you are applying for something, you're considering looking at the website of your future employer, and you are considering what do they want to hear, and you're going to give them that to some degree, but you're going to stay authentic to yourself as well. Ooh, the Hierophant. It's like you're making the right choice. Like, that's what I feel is like confirmation, like that is the move. The Three of Swords. I think that some heartbreak is going to be in the past very soon here. I think that your call to judgment as well with the Hierophant is going to be a change in the emotional space. Can we hear about what the collective will receive in an emotional sense from making this achievement, from a money achievement, financial gain? Finally, what they've been working on is being picked up. Let's see, what other messages for the collective here? What can we expect with this? It really, I'm not getting anything out of this deck as I continue shuffling. It feels like this is, the Hierophant is call to action. The Hierophant is making the judgment. The Hierophant is pushing you out of this period of heartbreak, of frustration. And that heartbreak could have been specifically related to the fact that you felt like your ideas were great, but it just wasn't picking up the way that you would like it to. I'm gonna pull this final tarot card off the top of the deck. Is the Four of Cups. This could be how you have felt, again, like you felt like you're not going to be emotionally fulfilled by this if you cannot make it authentic to you. And I think that this is almost a warning going forward, saying that as you continue and as you fine-tune what you're working on, realize that everything that seems to be not for you that is coming to you is actually an opportunity. I think there are opportunities waiting for you or presently here that perhaps you have not considered, and how they can benefit you and your project or your emotional fulfillment overall. It could be a love interest that you were not considering. It doesn't have to be someone in specific. It could be the fact that you were denying yourself from putting yourself out there at this time, from your declining offers for a date, like something like that. I think we talked about how is this relating to the emotional space. I think that maybe so much attention has been put on success that we are forgetting about the need for connection in that time as well. I want to say, like, motivation for some of you could be the fact that if you are pursuing this for yourself, a relationship, a connection, you will have one more person to like really hype you up and be there for you. Like, this could be the person that you run into their arms to tell them about your success. Yeah. Are there any other messages here for the collective? Knight of Wands. I think this is coming in quickly. Let's see, anything else? Wow, it's gonna bring a lot of happiness. What's coming in quickly could be relationship things we've talked about, or the inspiration that you have to change, to allow more of that connection into your life. I think I saw the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, so almost coming out of that Hermit energy. This could be tough for some of you. Some of you might be thinking that this message isn't necessarily relevant to you, but I think it is worth trying. I think it is worth putting yourself in that energy and seeing how it affects you. Wow, I think it will be very fulfilling with the Nine of Cups. Emotional fulfillment with the Nine of Cups through connection. Your success will be much sweeter if you have people to share it with, definitely. And your final tarot card, the High Priestess. There's a lot of surprise in store for you coming up very quickly. That is truly what I feel. I think that things are turning around and shifting at this time. And there's a lot in store for you. There could be someone right around the corner for you if that is resonating. Your success, regardless, is right around the corner. You have shown up as the King of Pentacles, mastery of your craft. The Nine of Cups is emotional fulfillment and contentment. And your message of guidance is the Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. The High Priestess sees clearly. You see clearly now. I think that this has allowed you to connect the dots, fill in the gaps. You are so wise that I think even if you want to deny suggestions that come your way, you are considering them at this time. It is the call and response we spoke of. That is bringing you the wisdom that will impact your success. That will directly allow you to move into success. The call to judgment is in your favor at this time. I hope you enjoyed these messages. I hope that this was an okay format for you. It's a little interesting for me doing it this way for the first time, so do let me know your thoughts. And with all that being said, I hope to see you in your next reading.